Hi y'all. I am sorry for bombarding y'all with so many videos, but it's like I'll get a window of opportunity and it's just easiest to just like get it all done. I find myself recording them and then not having time to get them uploaded, and it's just been kind of a struggle. But Connor, I just put him down for a nap. Hudson's wiggling around. I might have to grab him here in a minute, but I've got a free extra moments. So I need to record my video on my experience having a doula. After having a doula, I think that everyone needs a doula, whether it's somebody that you hire or it's, you know, a friend or a family member that's there with you through your birth. It'd be awesome if hospitals just like supplied one in the labor and delivery room for anybody. All through my pregnancy, I kept reading this quote that it's something like, if a doula were a drug, it would be unethical not to use one. And I so believe that. After my labor and delivery experience, I feel like, let me grab him. Okay. Duty calls. After my experience, I mean, you know, I told my doula, I was like, I could not have done this without you. And she was like, yes, you could have, Haley. And yes, my body could have done it. But I would have asked for an epidural. I'm almost certain of it had I not had her. She made the recommendation, you know, I've already posted my labor and delivery story about how we labored in the lobby of the hospital just because my contractions were so close that I was nervous about staying home too long. I didn't want to be crowning, you know, in the parking lot or, you know, have a baby in the car, you know, obviously. So, you know, her recommendation helped me to do that. And by the time I got to the delivery room, I was already 8 centimeters. So, you know, most of the hard work was done. Yeah, I was in transition, and that was like the worst part of the pain and everything. But, you know, she was there to coach me through it. And, you know, little things that she did, like rubbing my forehead and telling me to like relax my hands, things like that. Like, Micah could have done that. I mean, he could have done all the research and like really practiced, and he could have done it. But I think that I would have responded to him a lot differently. I think that I would have been like, you did this to me, get away from me, don't touch me. I think for me personally, that's how I would have been to my husband. But that's her job. It's what she's there for. And so it's easier to accept her doing those things, I guess, you know, her versus my husband, if that makes sense at all. But she was just absolutely wonderful. Even while I was pregnant, she was just a wealth of information, a wealth of knowledge. If there was anything I wanted to research, you know, she was a great resource. I loved her. And also it was a way for, in our meetings, you know, she could put Micah at ease about her role in the delivery room. And, you know, she's not there to push anybody out or aside. You know, Micah wants to participate. He can as much as he wants, and she was willing to model. She did really all of the coaching anyway, but, you know, had he like stepped in, she would have stepped back. But it just made so much of a difference, and it makes you feel more confident that you have a professional with you that believes in you and that they just have experience in it. You know, she's attended many births, and, you know, my husband has attended one. You know, he had attended Connor's, so it makes a difference. You feel safe with somebody with that knowledge. I would even if you were planning on getting an epidural, I would almost recommend having one with you, because whenever you're in the hospital, and, you know, things can always change in your delivery. You know, you can make a birth plan and it changes. You know, things happen and things change, and it's nice to have somebody there that has a cool and level head and that can explain things and help you think things through to make the decision that is best for you at that moment. She's not there to talk you out of anything or to tell doctors or nurses what to do. She's just there to help you process in regards to information. She's there to help you process that and just make the best decision possible for you. And a lot of it was just reassurance and trusting your gut and trusting your body. I know whenever the doctor asked if she could break my water, which I've never had a doctor do that. Usually the doctor says, I'm going to break your water now. And mine was like, you know, she knew my wishes, and she asked for permission. And I looked at my doula and I was like, what do you think? And she was like, whoa, how do you feel? You know, you're 8 centimeters. Maybe I was 9 by that point. I can't remember. Anyway, you know, she was like, how do you feel? How does your body feel? And she had told me in the lobby when we were laboring, you know, we'll go when you're ready. You're, you know, she made me really feel like my body would tell me what it needed, and it did. I knew exactly when I needed to head up to labor and delivery, and right about the time we got to labor and delivery was when I started going into transition. So, you know, she just gave me that confidence that I could do it. But I wish that I would have had her as a first-time mom when I had McKenna, because McKenna, my plan was, I wasn't against the epidural at all. I just wanted to last as long as I could on my own before I got one. And I think, well, I've heard lots of women say that. My goal is to just do as much as I can on my own before I get the epidural. And I think that you're a lot more likely to get a lot further in your labor, a lot more successfully, I guess. I don't know if I would say more rapidly, but probably, because they help you feel more comfortable, and that helps a lot. You are just not happy, are you? But I wish that I would have had her whenever I had McKenna. Like, I really think that my other births would have been a lot different had I had her. But I can't stress this enough. I recommend a doula for anybody, no matter what your birth plan is, what your expectations are, even just to have a consultation with one, I think is great. So yeah, I guess that's my view on getting a doula. I think everybody should do it. I think it helps so much, and I'm so happy with the outcome of Hudson's birth, and I really do owe it to our doula. I really do. But I think that's it, and I will let y'all go. Bye.